Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video on the channel, and welcome to the main account. So even though we have the main account today, we're going to be doing what I'd consider the best low-level money-making methods to an account, which to be fair can be pretty much brand new to the game. Some of these methods only require like literally one in a skill or just a couple of items you'll get during the tutorials anyway, and from that you can go and progress your account at quite a decent rate per hour. Some of these money making methods are quite comfortably between like 4 to 6 mil per hour, and that's with minimal skills. So in terms of the items, starting here, now I'm going to do a lot of this with an elemental battle staff. Now the only reason I'm doing that is because A, I'm lazy, and B, because it provides all the runes for you to do all the spells in terms of elemental runes. However, you can pretty much do this with whatever elemental staff you want. If there is one which is better with a combo staff, I'll mention it in the money making methods, but we'll get started from here. So I'm going to start with the lowest tier method first because it will sort of play into the next method anyway. So what I would suggest to any new account starting, if they needed some early starter cash, if they are in birth up, which is where they will drop, there are some very, very cute rabbits here. The 1.5 mil per hour after literally just finishing the tutorial is so good for a money making method as well. Now what I would suggest is while you're killing these rabbits, to make sure you have your area loot on, and that way you can loot multiple rabbits at one time by just clicking the spacebar. So the reason why rabbits are so decent in terms of profit is because they play around farms, they're meat used to feed animals, and it means it will be a pretty consistent moneymaker for the foreseeable, while people still are engaging in player owned farms. Player owned farms have been in the game for multiple years now, so I don't see the demand for rabbit meat waning anytime soon. But as you can see, I am a high combat, so it might be a little bit more of a struggle, but as long as you can use your area of effect abilities, which depends on your magic level, you will pretty much rack up a lot of rabbits per hour. As you can see, this is 900 GP each, but it's basically the best way to get some starter cash and then progress your account. Now, me personally, what I would suggest is for you to get 15 magic, and then we can move on to our next method, but you can do this for as long, as little as you want. Now, if you wanted to be lazy and make it a little bit AFK, what I would suggest is, admittedly, you will be taking a hit onto your profit per hour. When you go to the Grand Exchange, and if you need a method to go to the Grand Exchange really quickly, you can go and collect a Wicked Hood over here and then use the Air Ult to teleport. You can go and buy an Aggression Potion, which is roughly like 80k for 20 minutes work, and that will automatically make the rabbits attack you, and it means it's just fully AFK. Again, it's your choice if you want to spend the money, but for me, I did it on the Bond account, and I thought it was very worthwhile for the extra AFK time it gave me. So from 15 magic, another money maker you can do, which is actually going to make you 4 mil per hour at level 15 mage, is turning bones into bananas. Now the good thing with this is it really does require quite low capital to do. So some bones are basically, I had to buy mine at 150 each, but again, it really isn't going to set you back. And then nature runes at the minute have absolutely plummeted, and they're at a price of 600 GP each. Now one thing I would recommend is a mud staff for this, but that's only really going to set you back like 30 to 40k, just because it's going to require earth and water runes, but it really won't cause you any problems. So basically, the point of this is just to click the Bones to Banana spell, and you're going to turn your whole invo into bananas. So for a price of 150 GP, you're now at 205, and you're only using one spell for an invo. So to turn this into a banana, you're literally looking at 5 GP, and you're going to make at least a third profit. Now this heavily depends on you being set up with presets and stuff, and to be doing this quickly, but you can pop this onto your action bar. And if you want to click one for your preset and then one to do the spell, it's going to be pretty quick in terms of turnaround. But the main point of this is that you need to be doing this quite consistently quick for the hour. You need to have speed on your side to make sure you're efficient in turning these into bananas. But if you do it quick enough, you can make up to 4.1 mil per hour for 15 magic. So while we are in birth up though, however, we can go and voyage down to something else which is a decent moneymaker. And to be fair, Birth Up really does have a good layout for like the early game now. It really is well suited, and it does bring like profits in different areas as well. So the next moneymaker I'm going to talk about is stupidly easy at level 1 smithing. What you're basically going to be doing is making bronze bars. So bronze bars require 1 copper ore and 1 tin ore. And in terms of their price, they are probably very cheap. So a copper ore. And again, if you're someone who likes to go and collect their own stuff, you could by all means train your mining to go and get this, but we'll just have to pure profit for that. So in terms of the price for the ore, you're looking at 1000 GP for everything. And at the minute, bronze bars are quite high, like stupidly high for a bronze bar. They are 2.2k. Not only that as well, as you make more and more bars, you will train your smithing level to higher and higher. Once you get your smithing level to a certain point, you have a chance of making double bronze bars. So as you can see here, so you have the chance to smelt quicker, and at level 9 smithing, and let's be fair, level 9 smithing is nothing. You have a chance to make an extra bronze bar, and that's what's going to make you some more profit. So yes, it will be a little bit, you will make profit up to level 9 anyway, but at level 9 is when you make that little bit extra profit to hit up to the heights of how much bronze bars can make per hour, which is roughly 2.1 mil. As a side note as well, level 10, you can do iron smithing, which will make you up to 3.2 mil per hour, but it is a little bit fiddly because you do need to have rings of forging to make sure you're smelting iron 100% of the time. Also, again, it's not very high, but when you get to level 20 smithing, steel bars are also a very good smithing method if you are looking for profit. But as a way to sort of start your account from level 1, smithing really is a very good method to like bring in some profit while also training the skill up, which you're going to need to do for quests anyway. Along with rabbits, another viable option, and probably one which will make you a little bit more profit, is chickens. So chickens, again, are used for player of farms. They're also used for some certain items in quests, so they do have a little bit more demand. But in terms of a raw chicken, they're going to be roughly about 2k each. So it depends on what your preference is. I do think with the rabbits, they respawn quicker, there's more of them, and you're more constant, and you're more consistently killing them. Whereas with chickens, you can't really argue at 2k a chicken because that is just pure profit. Chickens, I'd probably say, are more around 2 mil-ish per hour if you can get decent with kills, but you do have to run a bit further to the bank. You could possibly bring magic no paper at 2k per chicken if you really wanted to, but again, I would imagine for this guide, you're starting with 0. So for the next method, we're just going to do your standard archaeology. Archaeology makes money all the time. So what I've done is after the tutorial, you'll be level 5 and the Kahid Et is going to be your first dig site. Now you've got a few options here. You can go and to the Archaeology Guild and you can do a 3rd age iron caches at the spots. They're near where the throne room is and there's a couple of spots there. Now that's going to make you something like 2 to 3 mil per hour, and it's pretty, to be fair, it's pretty good for what it is. You can also come and do the Venator remains, and this is a bit of a twofold thing. Now, these artifacts, they're going to be what you need anyway. It's more of a long-term money maker. You'll make money from the materials anyway if you choose to sell them. If you choose to restore your artifacts, you can save them for the future and then disassemble them. If you already have level 20 archaeology, you can already do that and then turn them into crates. However, again, new player money making method, I don't think you'd have that, so you could store them for later on, or you can go and hunt the caches. The Zerosian Insignia caches are inside the prison, so you'll need to like go and tunnel through the entrance here, but you need to do it to progress in archaeology anyway. But from level 5 archaeology, off the back of doing the tutorial, you will make money in terms of excavating material, whether you choose to restore the artifacts or not. Now, in the minute or two we've been doing this, I have made a total of, and again, this is with the highest tier Matic and all that sort of stuff, I've made 89k. But as you can see by the prices of the materials, these are level 5 materials at 4.7k a pop and 3.6k a pop. It is a really nice AFK method to earn some money anyway. And one of the things I'd always suggest, especially as a new account as well, is always look to have a money-making method viable. The sooner you have a money-making method viable, the more chance you can do stuff while you play, but also keep your account progressing and also earning money as well. So archaeology can be a really good method for that as well. And then finally, we're going to go to everyone's favorite newest skill. We're going to go to Necromancy. So what we're going to be doing is turning weak necroplasm into lesser necroplasm. And don't get me wrong, this is by far nowhere near as good as it used to be. You're probably going to be looking at 2 mil per hour, but considering all you need to do is the tutorial, you'll be level 5 necromancy and you can use it to level your necromancy up. It's a very viable option still. And one thing I would suggest is as soon as you're able to, go and get the Tomb of 2. That will make you 5% more necroplasm per ritual, and then that will really start to rack up as well. All these methods in this video are aimed for you to literally walk straight off tutorial and go and make some nice starter money to start putting in different skills and different things as well. If you want to continue with it, they are still very good like money per hour for the level you need anyway, but it's just like to get the ball rolling and stuff. But basically to do this, all you need to do is go and do your standard ritual. The tutorial will talk you through it and then just basically use that as well. As I said before, necroplasm can be anywhere from like 1.5 to 2.5 mil per hour depending on the price. The price heavily dictates how well this goes, but it's still a very viable way to come and make some basically like starter cash just to move the account and progress. And that's going to be the end of this video. So these are, in my opinion, the best low-level money-making guides to do. Straight from tutorial, straight with level 1 stats to build up and move from there. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you guys have got any other methods which you'll apply for this or will be like better or things I've missed off, make sure to drop them in the comments, because if it doesn't just help me, it will help other people in the comment section below who may be looking out for these methods as well. But I want to thank you guys for watching. If you've enjoyed again, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow in our next video.